Good evening, everyone. This is Andrea Venturini, report number 2 from Rieti. I guess you didn't see number 1 because I didn't post it yet, so I might post number 2 and then post number 1 later on. Today we finished the race in first position. It was a very tough one. We had a very good start, and as the Italian says, un buongiorno si vede dal mattino. It really works. It really worked for us. Basically, we were able to do 3,300. So actually 3,450. It's basically 12,000 feet as a start. There was no minimum height. There was only the class airspace at 3,500 meters. And so all we need to do is, we caught a wave, which is quite unusual. A wave down in the valley, a very weak wave, but then it got stronger. The most exciting, something very crazy was that there was a huge fire in front of us just on our way. We luckily were so high that we could pass between the lake and the fire, but that caused a lot of trouble to many pilots. Many pilots were low. They were really the only way to continue the race, and they did, but that's not good because they created problems with the Canadair operation, who the captain, the pilot, called us several times, yelling, being mad at us and saying that he will report us. So there's been a report in Rome. Rome called the direction of the race. So now we might be grounded tomorrow because of this stupid people, I would say, because they've been notified in English and Italian, and they kept on coming. So there was not only one pilot by mistake, it was several of them. And people change frequency, which they shouldn't. For security reason, you should keep the frequency of the main race so that if something goes wrong, we know we had lost a pilot, and that was a lot of rescue operation, a lot of mayday they were made that day, and people didn't listen. So that is not good. So that's a lesson number 1 to learn. About the race, today's race was the first part. As I said, we started very high, and we managed to keep a convergence in the valley. There were some good lifts, some blue thermals that kept us going, and then we got to the South Pylon, which was quite south because we had almost over 400 kilometers, so that was a long task today. But the speed was amazing. Because of the height and we had tailwinds at the beginning, so we managed to keep. We got to the South Pylon 170 kilometers. Almost at one point, then going north to the second leg, we were getting close to 190 as a task, as an average speed, which was so as Costa Charo to the very north pylon, then things changed. We had 42 kilometers facing us, so you can imagine the average dropped quite quickly. And then after Spoleto, we had to take a decision to enter the Val Nerina, which already last year was not generous with me and Alberto, and we ended up scraping the factories in Terni. So, of course, you learn from the lesson. So what did we do? We detoured, we gained some height, give us the confidence of height to 1,300 instead of 1,000, and then straight into Val Nerina. We managed barely to be first. John Gatfield, you're a very good pilot, and we like the challenge. And I love the sportsmanship. Alberto he's a gentleman. I can guarantee you that I'm very honored to fly with him. And so we'll see tomorrow. Sorry about Buderleek. Buderleek has been the hardest one to beat, and we saw him. Didn't seem to have a great race today, and so we'll see tomorrow. It's going to be a challenge. That's it. That's all for now. I'll try to share with all of you. As I said before, there's many of you don't know what a race is all about. The tasks are very complicated. The speed. We're not first come, first win. This is a different type of race. The race, it's an opening at the gates. They open like a regatta, but we don't all start at the same time. We choose our own starting time. So it's a chronometer, but it's not with the time, it's with the average speed. So how do you get the average speed? You might have somebody who at the pylon does not go back to the finish line, but decide to stretch longer, but because he's making more kilometers, and then at a higher speed, the average speed is what gives. So at the end, all you need to look average speed for the race, and you could win by 1 kilometer. I find it fascinating to fly for 5-6 hours at usually around close to 200 kilometers an hour, and then at the end, it's all by very little. So you get frustrated when you don't win, but then when you win, you do like it. Again, getting ready for dinner, and tomorrow is another day. We still have another four days, I think, of race. Okay, from Rieti, Italy. Goodbye. Ciao.